How are we doing today, Joe?
Doing well, Conrad. How are you?
Always good, my friend. Chad, am I echoing today, or did we get it right?
He is echoing, but I fixed it.
How about now? Are we doing fine there, Cheddars?
He's definitely going to be good now.
Everybody here, good morning, afternoon. What else do we got, Joe? We got the evening.
Conrad, good evening. That's right.
That's where we're at for today.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Today is March 10th, 2022, our local time. Friends, it's Mario Day. But, you know, we're not Nintendo. We're here for the Sandbox game. It is 6:07 p.m. my local time. It may be.
Copyrighted day? Is that what's happening?
I mean, it's not copyright. It's all right. It's Mar 10. If you go by the American standard of dating, which nobody in the world does.
Nope.
You know what? You right. It's Eomar Day, ladies and gentlemen. Today, here on this live stream at the Sandbox game, hey, we're going to play the only experience that released today. The first of the Game Maker Fund sponsored experiences created by a team similar to you watching right now, wherever you are around the world. That's whether you're watching from the Asia Pacific region, you're watching in India, maybe you're watching in the Eurozone, maybe you're watching us from Africa, South America, North America, or, you know, somewhere else. Are there other places on the planet? Maybe you're watching from the Pacific Islands that are kind of just way out there, you know? You're way out there.
We got our friends from Colombia, Argentina, Philippines. Oh, the Arctic.
The Arctic. You're right. The Arctic. And the Antarctic. Maybe you're a scientist in the Antarctic right now, and you're hanging out with the penguins, and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I could be watching some Sandbox game live stream. All right?
Right.
Soul Cancer says, America is all that matters. Ask any American. Let me tell you something, Soul Cancer. Seeing a lot of good Americans come together and support the folks all over the world that are in some struggle and strife right now. So, you know, also, some of us realize that maybe we have an opportunity to be better as people. You know, I live in America, so you know what I'm saying. But nonetheless, Australia here in the chat.
Indonesia?
That's right.
Good morning.
The Netherlands in the chat. Voxel says, as we are about to discuss, they can only get 30 out of 34 and can't find the witch, and the elevator quest never completed. Somebody here from Turkey on Ross, Australia, Sri Lanka. Very cool. Very cool. That's a new one for me. Saudi Arabia, Hong Kong. We're all over the world at the Sandbox game, and we're playing games together, playing to earn.
Love it.
Getting our stuff sorted. But Conrad, a lot of stuff happened today. What's up?
While we're jumping in here, I'm gonna bring it to you. We already have a list of questions going on, and you were about to bring an elephant into the room, weren't you?
Oh yeah, but that's what I do.
Okay, well, as we're starting and getting going here, I just wanted to get these questions out of the way real quick.
All right, let's bang them out.
Dustin over on Facebook is having trouble claiming his Alpha Pass. We are gonna go over that today.
Yep.
If you could turn up my levels just a little bit, Joseph.
I'll try.
Wonderful.
See what we can do.
Chad is having a little hard time hearing me.
All right,
there we go. Thank you so much there. If I'm a little too loud, let us know again. And yes, the elephant in the room of Dracula is Buggy. Don't worry, he's not a vampire today. We'll get over some of that today. Don't worry. Insanity, he's got a quick question. How many winners are there in the last week contest? How many contests did they have this last week? Isn't there just the 5? Or no, we just had the 3, right?
Okay, so I think that's a different question. There's a total number of winners that went out today. I think something like 2,000 or something in that ballpark. About half about half of all the passes will go out on raffle day, and then do the math between that and now, and you should roughly know how many winners were given away today. Some cases, as in my case specifically, so that I can show you on this show how to claim your Alpha Pass. I was specifically given one. So, full disclosure there. Just so that we can show you how to claim your Alpha Pass on this live stream. We'll have an opportunity to do that you may have received an email
Yes,
that
the emails
says you
have
are a
gone
winner.
out.
But we'll talk about that in just a second here. Conrad, we've got a couple things here. It's day number 6 in the Sandbox Alpha Season 2. Welcome to Meta Transylvania. Take a picture with your most beloved monster in Dracula's castle. Who's the fairest of them all? You can enter this contest as Dracula's castle is today. And you can see some of these already coming in here. Selfie with Dracula himself. That's a really good selfie right here.
This is a good great framing. Photo here.
It's just chef's kiss.
Well done. Well done.
Right. Yeah, very well done. So you've got an opportunity to enter this contest to have your chance to next Thursday receive your email that says you have won an Alpha Season 2 pass. In the meantime, also, the Care Bears are back and are celebrating their 40th anniversary with the Sandbox. Of course, not the 40th anniversary with the Sandbox specifically. They've been around a long while, long time. Right. I mean, they've been around longer than I have. You know what I mean? And they're dropping some NFTs inside on sale March 11th at 3 p.m. UTC on the marketplace. So you can see some of these already in the space right now. But the main drop coming soon. Let's check out this article really quickly. We created a series of 29 voxelized NFTs for you to purchase and use in your own experiences. Whether they are a game, an art showcase, anything you like, you can use these assets in them. And then we got a quick little trailer that we can show off here. I'm going to try to bump this quality from auto to actually. Here we go. Carolot Bear in Legendary. Ooh. Tender Heart Bear, epic quality. Wish Bear, epic quality.
Oh, can I get a Wish Bear?
I want a Bedtime Bear. I literally had a Bedtime Bear when I was young. So, Harmony Bear, love a lot. Yeah, do your best, Bear. That's what I do every time I stream on this channel, you know what I mean? Heart Song Bear. True Heart Bear.
That's a true bear. Explorer back there.
There you go. Work of Heart Bear.
Oh, Secret he was like bear. A monster. He was made up of like an amalgamation of them.
Laugh a lot, Smart Heart.
Oh man,
it's a whole series of Care Bears. You can get literally many?
Is it literally just them all? Oh,
it's all. There's 29 different assets that you'll be able to pick up. Some Care Bears assets, of course, were given exclusively in a land sale some long time ago now, where the Care Bears were the featured partner. And if you purchased spaces around there, you would get them as a bundle, as part of the premium bundles that were available. Grumpy Bear's motorcycle in blue. There we go. Cheer Bear's motorcycle in pink. Good Luck Bear motorcycle in green. Funshine Bear's motorcycle in yellow. Share Bear's motorcycle, of course, purple. So you've got a bunch of assets available to you. You can check them out over at the marketplace at sandbox.game. Coming tomorrow.
Gotta love it.
3 p.m. UTC. So really soon. And then another featured post that came up. The most comprehensive report ever released on the NFT market is now live. Our 2021 yearly report from nonfungible.com charts the explosion of interest in NFTs as an emerging asset class, highlighting the growing sophistication of both assets and investors. So if you're interested in this, we retweeted at nonfungibles earlier today with this report. So you can check out the details in English, Chinese, French, or Korean. There's a professional version and a light version, which is completely free, the light version. So if you want to check out the details from Non-Fungibles, that's a really cool report. I'll be digging into that more. And then the big thing, before we start getting to questions and start playing in Dracula's castle today, is that some of you may have received this email.
Here we go. This is a relevant question.
Yes, sir.
Our good friends are curious of what email are we receiving these from? What is that email there, Joseph?
Yes, so this comes from, it says the Sandbox, because I've already got it saved, but this is contact@sandbox.game. But as we discuss this, I'm going to showcase a way. And Conrad, I gave you a link before the show started here that you can share in the chat. But without even having to trust an email, there's a way that you can do this safe and smart, right? So first of all, you've got the congrats. If you won, you would have received this. That gives you access to a reward prize of up to 1,000 sand for having completed some of those social contests. All the, gameplay itself, the whole reward section here. Currently, based on my level, I am slated to receive 223 sand. I'll get an extra 60 plus the 24% bonus that we have standing right now if I can get another 14 quests finished. We got a lot of quests to do in Dracula's Castle, so I should be able to do that today. If I complete the season in 20 days with 150 quests, then I'll get the maximum potential, which is 500 sand plus the community booster, whatever that ends at. But as we're going, the smart way to do this, all right, is go to sandbox.game. You can just type it in your browser. You don't have to trust the link. So, if there was, for any reason, anything suspicious, and everybody is smart to always be suspicious. Like, I get them. I know when they're going out, and I still act like I'm suspicious for the interest of just like standard safety protocol, right? I know sandbox.game is good, so I go there. I sign in the top right, make sure that I'm signed in to the correct account that I did all my contests with. And then when you are signed in to the correct account, you can go to the direct asset link. Okay, Conrad, could you link that in the chat for me real quick?
I already have done so.
Okay, very good.
We'll get it again here.
Okay, so as that link goes out, the link that's in the chat is the same link that goes in the email. So if your account did win, and maybe you didn't see the email, maybe it went to the junk mail box, right? So the link that's in the chat right now, sandbox.game/en/assets, Season 2 Alpha Pass, and the extra hash for the actual asset ID, will send you to this page where there is a claim button. So I'm going to, now that I'm already signed in, and I pre-signed in to my wallet, but it looks like I got to sign in again. Okay. I'll click claim on this asset, and then I'll get a pop-up. There's a small gas fee. It looks like right now it's $11.69 for that. Nice. I'm going to edit this because I want it now. So I'm going to raise my gas fee because I'm that guy. Sorry, internet. I ruined your good gas rate. My transaction is being processed, and you'll see it on
you Monster Joe.
Oh yeah, I want it right now because we're live. You know what I mean? I don't have time.
Right.
I don't have time to wait an hour. I don't have time to wait, 3 minutes. I want it in 45 seconds or less. All right, let's get it figured out. So the transaction will process on the blockchain, and as soon as it's verified, then it's going to go into my Ethereum address, and that's going to change the way that the UI appears on the website as well. So it does take some time for the website to kind of realize or see that I did get this. So, and it looks like a user's reporting a 28-minute speed run in Dracula's Castle from Dancing Sweater.
Oh, dancing.
So it seems like today's adventure is going to be just that. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do in Dracula's Castle. So I'm excited to see that. Let me see if it's wild. Why must have just like exploded real quick? I'm pretty sure it just went up in gas rate really fast. But nonetheless. Now, so once this transaction finishes, then it'll be in the account. Transaction successful. Looks like it's taking a little while, but that's okay. Nonetheless, so we've got that. And if we go to inventory, you will be able to see it. Once it's in there, it'll be in your inventory on the website as soon as it's processed on the blockchain. And you will see that the rewards section will be ready. You won't be able to claim until April 1st, regardless of having the asset in your wallet or not. But I'll need that asset in order to be able to claim those rewards. There we go. Looks like it just succeeded right there. So we're all good. We know that it's been a successful transaction, and you have your asset. And then you never have to worry about that email ever again. On the tickets page, of course, it's going to still have the tickets, but now that I have already won, I won't be eligible for the raffle anymore on this wallet. That's it, right? My account's done. I'm good to go.
Done.
My rewards will be there when I am ready. If I go to contests, eventually this website, I wonder if it'll do it right now. It won't do it yet. But this claim S2 alpha pass button soon will say alpha pass already claimed. And it takes a while for the website to update all around the world to know that I already have one on the blockchain. But as soon as it does, then it'll say alpha pass already claimed. So I won't have to enter in any more contests if I don't want to. Of course, they're still really fun. So, I'm going to take my screenshot with some of the creatures inside of Dracula's castle today.
Alrighty.
All right.
Now that we got that rolling, and we're moving on to Dracula's castle here.
Oh, I need to download a new version of the game. I need to download a new version, Joe. That's all right. I'll download it real quick.
That's how ready we are today. Our friend Jay
try to play him live, all right? Yeah.
No worries. Our friend Jay Kang is wondering, why isn't the verifying working for the contest entry? I get this message: tweet does not contain all the required text. Please be sure to include starting March 10th. Show your love for Dracula. Check out my screenshot below. Hashtag Sandbox Alpha. What's going on with those Twitter contests right now?
Sure.
Seems like a lot of us are struggling.
If you're having an issue with the Twitter contest, keep in mind that there's two different reasons why you could have an error. One is you don't include the appropriate hashtag. So the default pop-up has all the information, right, that you would want. But then also I would recommend to you that you change the text a little bit, just a little bit, like some of the plain text, none of the hashtags or any of that, to say like, hey, Sand Fam, or like, it's me, your boy, or something. I don't know. Just change it up so that Twitter doesn't think you're a robot, because we're all essentially coming from the same source if we're coming from the website itself. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you have an error with that, just change
when it comes to all the Twitter contests, just don't forget, guys, there's 2 million registered users. Some folks are going to have some issues trying to get into these contests. Just try again, and if you're still struggling,
that's true.
Pop on over to the Discord.
If it continues to be an issue that like we see a lot, we also do report that back to the social team, and they may make an adjustment and say like, oh, because this is a new system, and once again, there are new frameworks that we're working with. So we go out and we'll make an adjustment potentially if there is like an issue that's broad. But if I typically on the show, when we look at these contests, so I'm going to hit verify first. No reply tweet. Okay. So we participate, and I needed to have a screenshot. So let's pretend like this picture of me when I worked in a school is my verified content. Haha.
Yeah, it's a picture of Dracula, right?
It's a picture of Dracula at least. Look at those fangs. What are you doing? All right. Sample for the stream. Boop. I tweet. Your tweet was sent. All right. And I'm going to hit verify. And it says okay. Starting March 10th. Control F5. Let's try that. Yeah, and I'm having the same. Okay. So tweet doesn't contain.
Seems like the Twitter contest is continuing to have some errors.
Yeah, but
so have faith, guys.
It's a good thing to have it reported here because we can get it addressed here. So if I'm looking at my tweets and replies, I want to make sure that it's still up here. Okay, I get it here.
There he is.
Starting March 10th.
There's Dracula,
for Dracula. It's Dracula himself. Check out my screenshot below, right? And I hit verify here. And check out my screenshot. So I'm
Twitter contest
almost
broken.
certain. No, so I know what it is. I can see what it is, and I'll get it fixed. But
okay,
Sandbox Alpha S2, and yeah, it may be a caps thing because I'm seeing that it's the same, but in the verification, it wants it to be all lowercase, possibly. Got the down. Yeah.
Jay Kang says the Alpha Discord isn't quite replying, and their ticket was closed without a reply. If anything, it's probably an ongoing issue that is currently being fixed.
Yeah. So part of the issue,
fear not.
Part of the issue that you look at is if you were to do it right now and you submit a ticket right now, but it's a known bug, then it may get closed because we know about it, but the social media team itself would have finished work 5.5 hours ago. And if they're in there, they're doing their work to get it sorted, and or they get started. They might wake up 5 a.m. tomorrow and see a thing on Slack and go like, oh, we got to get this fixed, right? But another thing to keep in mind is that you do have all week to have this sorted. So if you've already made the tweet and it's accurate, then and the issue is on the back end on our side, then we can make that fix, and then we can come back and you can click verify tomorrow for the contest from yesterday. So it'd be good to go.
And that continues to go along with the theme of it's an alpha, folks. We're getting it done.
That's true.
We're getting these fixes going.
Hot fixes are live. Avoid those bots and that sort of thing. So let's get let's get in here and rolling a little bit.
And normally, Joseph, I normally delete the negativity or just kind of roll past it, but our friend on Facebook that's joining us, Tobia Johnny, says, you guys cost too much. This shit is going to continue to fail. I'm not quite sure what the context there is, or really why the negativity is about. I think that's go on, Joseph. I think we can elaborate on this.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a really good point. I think a lot of people reach this conclusion until they understand the play to earn economy, because inherently you don't have to pay anything in order to participate in the Sandbox game. This alpha is completely free. We will give you the Alpha Season 2 pass for free if you win one of these contests, and you can see that NFT right here. So that is at no cost to you. I got to check my options here. I'm feeling like this is some low resolution stuff. Forgive me, friends. There we go. Now we're looking crisp. So if you look at the price of a land and you're thinking to yourself, well, it's 1,011 sand, and a sand token is whatever it may be this moment, let's say $3 or something, then you've got $3,000+ for a land. But as a publisher, when you consider that say you try to go into a marketplace like the Apple iOS marketplace, for example, standard practice is that they're going to take a 30% cut of all your revenue. Whereas in the Sandbox game, there is no revenue cut there. When people play, I think it's like if somebody buys your asset on the marketplace, the price that you define in the marketplace is the price that you receive. And then the actual sand price, in order to continue the subsystems in the background, the actual listed sand price goes up by 5%. And that part. So rather than you saying to your end user, like on iOS, you go, well, it's $9.99. Well, the developer ends up only getting $6.66 or whatever, right? And whereas in this case, you go, okay, well, this asset is 1 sand or 50 sand or whatever. The person who listed that asset gets that 50 sand. The price as it is written on the website will say 55 sand or 52.5 sand. And the end user knows that it's 52.5 sand up front. There's nothing, no nonsense, right? The sticker is the price.
Right.
And then you look at how does an end user afford an asset that is 52.5 sand or whatever? Well, when we're playing in this alpha, we are playing to earn 1,000 sand if the community gets, the booster completed. At minimum, we're all playing to earn 10,000 people are going to have 500 sand, assuming they complete all the quests, right? At base. So now you've got 10,000 people with the liquidity to go out and buy the Care Bears asset that comes out tomorrow. And they didn't have to pay a dime. The land itself, if we all get the community booster to 100% and we get 1,000 sand, you could stake it in the website at sandbox.game. And over time, that's going to accrue an additional what is it? 1,000 sand at 32.98% APR is getting you another 300 sand over the year. So you could have not only, all virtually free. You could have your land that you bought in a direct sale for 1,011 sand. You could have extra sand still, You know, that sand can continue to compound interest. And again, all free. While in the meantime, you're playing in seasons like this one, and you're continuing to play to earn. So there's a lot of advantages to the system the way that it is, and it's going to continue to pay itself. But all the meanwhile, it's free to create with VoxEdit. It's free to create a game. You can, get into game jams. You can get into the play to earn economy. You can get into asset creation jams and earn in all these different ways. And, I don't know. It costs nothing. I didn't pay anything to get into the Sandbox game. And we're here. I was watching like you once upon a time.
Right. Same goes for me. And I'm still learning.
Okay, somebody says, real quick, I want to hit this question because I'm seeing it on my screen, so I'm going to do it at the same time. Can we get an update on ETH Sand LP staking? 0 rewards now. Are there still monthly NFTs to claim from Matic Sand? Proto Kyle. Currently, there is an intention to bring back, but I can't guarantee. According to Alex, Alex was feeling like there was an intention to bring those back, the NFT rewards. But that the NFT rewards were a bonus thank you before we got into our distribution of catalysts and gems. So how close are we to that? That's going to affect the possibility of that. But the first part of the question, can we get an update on ETH Sand LP staking? It has 0 rewards now. And you can see here on the website, it says discontinued for the rewards for this Sand ETH system. And this is with intent, being that a couple of things are going to happen. One of them I can't talk about, but one of them I can. We have, for the last 6 months, 8 months, something like that, been in a partnership to increase the ecology of the sandbox or decrease the economic impact of the sandbox. One of those steps is converting all of our transactions over to the faster, less expensive system over on the Polygon Matic network. So the mSand Matic happening over there, we're going to continue to incentivize that for now. The direct mSand, we're going to continue to incentivize that as it is. And in the future, other methods, earning, as was in the white paper, the gems, the catalysts, those things will be happening later over on the Polygon system. And so as it is for now, the mSand ETH doesn't have direct sand rewards from us. But if you are still holding your liquidity tokens and you go through here, you claim and withdraw, you take your earnings that you had, you claim withdrawal, you'll get your LP tokens back to your account directly, and you'll start to earn the traditional style rewards off of the website from Sandbox Game. Every time somebody does a transaction in the Sand ETH LP, the actual LP on Uniswap, you're getting a portion of that transaction as a reward. So if you want to keep it there, you can do that. If you want to convert it to the mSand Matic, you could do that. Or if you want to convert it to mSand and do the direct, then you could do that as well. But the Sand ETH, as all things directly layer 1 ETH, is being sunset right now. So eventually, all of the aspects that are on ETH will be sunset.
And for those with staking issues, Joe, what portion of the Discord can I go to for some staking information?
Oh,
I know that there's quite a bit of info on the step-by-steps here.
There's all sorts of different staking sections. Let me see. You got staking FAQ.
It's the second area, staking FAQ. Go check that out, folks. It's really going to help you. Especially if you're new to this sort of thing. I got to go through the steps every single time. The
hashtag staking and support in the crypto and staking section as well. So I'm seeing some people with some tickets in there right now that I may address after the show. But probably more people with questions like you. So stick with us.
We'll get through them. But Joe, as you open up Dracula and we go on to some of this buggy adventure, because I know a lot of folks are struggling with Dracula's castle today.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it is. We'll see how smooth it goes. Odds are what's going to happen. Hopefully I experience the same ups and downs that you guys experience.
Right.
But I don't know if you've
we
ever
want to see the broken.
Exactly. If you've ever gotten tech support, though, the interesting thing that happens usually when people get tech support is the tech support person will come in, they'll be like, "What's your problem?" And you're like, "Well, my disk drive doesn't open or something," as if anybody uses one of those today. And then the tech guy goes, "Click, it works." Or you're like, "Oh, my printer's not working," and they're like, "Print, it works." So
right.
Hopefully, I experienced some of the things that people are discussing in the chat here. But I guess as is tradition, I'm going to give my direct feedback to what I would normally do on this live stream, which is to actively engage with and criticize the content as is. I have slept enough. It's time to continue my journey.
Yes, chat. There is going to be a giveaway today.
Now we're going to do 3.
Don't worry. We will get to your questions. And as Joseph is speeding along here, no giveaway quite yet, folks, but here we go. We're going to move on to my last thing was a bit of negative news, but now I'm really happy to hear this one. Our friend Jazzwolf says, Joseph, after the game client update today, the patch, after they patched it, and now the Alpha Max map works properly now and doesn't open up to just the Alpha Hub. So there you go, folks. Some hot fixes are working. Some things are moving. Don't worry.
So there's hots and there's colds and there's yes and no's and they're in and out,
Oh,
we're up
don't
and
at
down.
me with that one. Are you kidding me?
I'm going to hit you with that one. I'm going to get you with that one right now. Don't even worry about it.
All right. And just like that, immediately after Jazzwolf gave off the good news, our friend Tormont is a Mac user having trouble launching the lands through the website today. It appears that you are the only one with the issue. Please go onto the Discord and start giving some feedback, and hopefully we can get that problem fixed for you.
And I would say, as a caveat, before you do that, make sure that you go to the website at sandbox.game, go onto the Alpha tab, press Control F5, and download the client again, because you can see in the top right of my client, it says it's 0.6.21. It was 0.6.20 yesterday.
There we go.
So we're coming through here.
Real quick to answer somebody's question. No, we have no idea when those shields are going to be available for the alpha users.
Not yet.
Though I want to hold in mind, that's for sure. And David Sousa here says, do you think the market cap collection would be worth a lot? Not quite sure on that one.
Coin market cap is, it's an older collection. To someone, I think certainly, it really depends on the user, as with any collection, right? You've got, I just flicked the switch. I don't know, nobody else is doing this because it's a single player experience. Spiders start to drop.
So maybe no.
Yeah,
not
that's
quite
the
sure.
thing. Like not financial advice, right? Like, how can we speculate on that as it is an individual kind of user's feelings of whether something is valuable or not? All the Wizzy NFTs,
right.
These are individually crafted by Alex. Yeah, we're giving them away on this stream, certainly, but they were free. We gave them away, and users decided that they had value after us giving them away completely for free. So. Whoops.
And isn't that everything, folks?
Hardcore parkour right there. I'm so good at
video
games.
All about the culture.
Okay. Only a lever can open. Should I say
Have you run into any bugs yet?
I ran into this spider.
Did that spider do anything to you?
No, but I'm going to beat him up through a cage, I think. Yeah, you're dead now.
Ridiculous.
I can jump up there. Well, okay. I gotta get to 11.
Abdork is up in here. Yeah, spiders are bugs, so yeah, technically.
Yeah, see,
I love it.
I was about to release that spider into the wild there, and it was gonna do me a murder, and we don't allow that here. All right, I got myself a dungeon key.
Now we're cheating. Okay.
Yeah. See, the thing about game development is that you have to take when people are in your game in an alpha and they exploit your game. If you believe that they've done something wrong, just know that you're the developer and you designed it.
Right.
So now you got to go back to the drawing board. You got to fix it.
Make the change you want to
Exactly.
be.
Exactly. Be the change you want to see in the world.
And this should answer some of the spam that'll happen inside of the chat, folks. Don't forget that if you say a question, I'm gonna get it down. I'm gonna do my best if it is relevant to the sandbox and what we can provide here.
Absolutely.
And don't forget, guys. We're gonna get to you. It might take a minute. I might be a half an hour behind on chat. We might be an hour, but we're gonna try and get to everybody. At the end
it's
of the
tough
day.
because there's a lot of people. If you're watching on an individual platform like a YouTube, and you've got, I don't know, I'm looking at YouTube right now and I'm seeing 214 people on YouTube, and that's not half of them. So
right. We're everywhere today. But here we go.
Can I boot this spider again? I'm trying to cheat.
Our friend,
trying to hit him through the wall.
Our friend Meta Sander on YouTube says, Joseph, do you remember last season the POAP Wizzy Santa? I have an email to claim it, but it ended in January 13th. Is it still possible to get it? I didn't see the email before, and nice.
It's not, because unfortunately, as that was designed by, or not designed. I designed the asset, but then I distributed it using POAP.xyz, and so there's no way to override the way that their system works, which was everybody had that, I think, 2 weeks or something to claim it from the time that I had published it live. Okay, so as I recall, this kills me. Don't drink. I'm going to test it. I'm going to drink it. Oh, wait, what?
Did it just heal you?
Yeah. So, as we discuss on the Wednesday live stream, I like to give feedback, right? I like to give feedback. And I want to talk about what this just did, folks, because I was concerned at the start of the game. I was like, oh, that's not right. So this particular healing rock, when I hit drink here, it's not going to heal me. It's going to kill me, and I'm going to respawn. Because it places a respawn asset after killing me. Hey. So if you get to the end, yes, sir.
We got Bella Raid up in here. Our friends over on Twitch, they're joining us just now.
Hey, Bella Lopez, hello, thank you for raiding.
Hey, yeah,
it's a good time hanging out here with the Sandbox game. So, anyway, so again, this is a Game Maker fun game, but we can still give feedback. We can still try to be constructive here.
Right.
So you have this kind of
this flows into a different question here. Okay. Is this a Sandbox official?
It is not. This is Game Maker Fun. So when you're on the website here and you click on this experience, you can see where it says GMF here. That means that this is a developer that approached a Sandbox game a time ago. You know, we're talking about probably 6 months ago, and said, hey, we have this idea for this project and we'd like to make it. And the Sandbox approved that project, and we give some like very light consultation for this. But for the most part, they work in-house, they test in-house, they do all that sort of thing. And to certain extents, they started with the software all the way back, maybe as far back as like 0.3 or earlier even on the Game Maker software. So some of these things that I talk about here, maybe if you just started developing with the newest version of the software, maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, there's a better way to do that. And that's where this feedback comes in and is constructive. So do you want to drink from the healing rock? When I say drink, what happens here is an asset pops up under me. It becomes the new respawn point. There aren't any others on the map. That's triggered. And then it kills me, which resets my health to full. The better option, in my opinion, is to spawn an asset, and then when that asset is spawned, the asset itself has the healing proximity, and then that asset is the thing that dies instead of me. Because every time I hit drink and I finish this experience, I might not actually die, but it's going to say I will have died. So far I've died 3 times, despite not having died at all, in terms of the way that yeah, so there's a lot going on. Let me see. This guy's going to hit me. He's going to hit me real slow. Okay.
I love it. Okay. Well, Icy the Ice, another bit of good news.
Okay.
Winning out that season pass here on the live.
Oh,
though it was a bit rocky today, I was able to claim my pass. I'm planning on getting every alpha pass in the future. I want the whole set. I want you to have it too, my friend. But we'll see
It'd be fun
if it's available. Oh,
if not,
man.
you can you know, later if you want to collect them for the asset collection like I do, then you can pick them up on secondary. You know, because I don't really, for me, it doesn't even matter what the rewards are. I just want them to be able to show them off in a space, you know?
Right, right. And like that Alpha Sword doing work right now in the chat,
absolutely,
saying, oh, man.
dude. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's so useful right now. I heard people talking about how I was only going to be able to deal like 4 damage, and I'm like, no. Alpha Sword all day, you know?
Isn't it still only doing 4 damage?
I mean, it may still be just showing 4s. Oh, you're right. It is only doing 4.
Triggered. There we go.
Triggered. Who did this?
Oh man,
I'm just kidding.
All right,
it's not a big deal.
Moving along here.
It's fair.
We have some folks going through claiming they got congrats, you won the Alpha Season 2 pass. They went through the process of claiming and then going to link. Oh my goodness! And the link went green again to claim under the Season Alpha 2, but there is no. Okay, folks, if you are struggling and you want to pass, you're gonna want, and you're not worried about the email. Please, I just linked it out inside the chat. Check that right there. This is going to be the link. Sandbox official. It is a very long link. I don't know.
You
why
have a question mark something there. Ignore the question mark.
Oh no, I know what's going on. Ignore that last one, folks.
Relink that.
I'm going to relink that one.
But it's all with.
It literally is.
It's
going to be less crazy.
Yeah.
There we go. Click on that there. That'll tell you where to claim right there on the Sandbox official. You don't have to go through any hoops, no emails, nothing like that. So don't worry about that, folks. And yes, welcome to the chat, everybody. Thank you so much, Bella, again. Nice to have you in the chat. I'm excited to have some of them doggies as well from the latest and greatest game and collaboration coming up.
Sorry.
But moving on here, NFT Games says, why is M Sand, Amatic Sand, first version LP? I withdrew and tried to split, but I can't. What do we got there?
So on the website, QuickSwap is the website that you wanted to use when you were working with that LP. In terms of who made the LP, like that's a QuickSwap question, more so than ours. But you should be able to split it there fine. I did it fine. It does take like 5 steps total to do. But let me give some quick feedback on this game. I'm walking up to this skeleton.
Yeah, what do you got?
You see
the skeleton
collision?
It has collision.
It has collision on. So you can feel like you're stuck. But in the real world, you're walking up to a skeleton, and if you're a heartless monster, you're not trying to investigate it. You're just going to stomp it into the dirt. All right? So make sure that you make your assets that are on the ground like this grass, where we can just walk right through it. Unless it's something that you need to pay attention to, and I could press E maybe and be like, oh, this skeleton is, you know, some quest beat. But if you don't have a quest beat for it, don't make me have to, like this bush, I don't know. Could you run through a bush? Maybe, probably. Maybe not a tree trunk, certainly.
You run through a bush, though?
I mean, I think so. I don't know.
Have you tried to run through a bush?
Yeah. Like as a kid, that was like a natural habit because I was an outdoor person until video games. You know what I mean? Hey.
So right now you couldn't run through a bush is what I just heard, folks. You heard it here first.
Okay. I would use my fair judgment to not run through bramble bushes, but I could.
Why are we running through bushes right now?
You know?
What even is the purpose of this game, Ivan says?
The door is the same thing, right? The door is the same thing. If I have a door that's on the ground as a visual element, I'm probably not going to want it to be. And this is beautiful. This half dead dog.
This. He's just a great asset.
He's just taking it.
And this is no way to treat it, Joe.
You know what? I'm gonna beat him up because I feel like he's a scary boy. Look at that exclamation mark over his head. He wants to get me, but he's like, no, I'm just protecting my home. And I'm like, hey, let me in. You know. Let me in.
Oh my goodness, great.
Needed this coin.
All right, so no ridiculous bugs so far, but
yeah, no ridiculous bugs. It's mostly just like basic. I think mostly basic design things, but I think this is part of what the advantage to you guys, the way that you report things to Alpha, that sort of thing. You want to go through here, find things, and say, hey, Dev, like thanks for helping contribute the Game Maker Fund created content to the Alpha, and this is what I saw. This is how it played for me.
Right.
I feel like I can you know, let me see if I can do some nonsense here. I bet I can.
I know there's a lot of folks hoping to get saving functions implemented into some of these
Yeah,
experiences.
I think that's another thing is you look at this thing has 34 quests and a user. Oh, okay. There's an invisible wall here above this wall or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of different things. I can't exploit it because of the invisible wall. Good job on that. But you know, yeah, users are,
Yeah, right. Stopping
you know,
Joe from breaking your game
achievement
is
unlocked.
too easy.
Oh, is it easy? Are they actually stopping me, or is this a quest beat that I haven't completed?
Oh goodness gracious! I don't think you're allowed to go down there. I think
I'm
they
gonna
put it
cheat.
there specifically for you.
There's mobs down there. There's no way I'm not allowed to go down there. Look at those. Definitely not Murlocs or whatever.
Right, right.
Anyway.
Oh goodness gracious!
There's a key. I gotta find it. You know, I gotta find a key.
Apparently,
let's
our beards
get back
make
to the
it hard to
question
see
beats.
who's talking.
Our what?
Oh man, our beards are making it hard for folks to see who's talking.
I gotta just
Right. If we just move our mouths, maybe it'll change it up. Otherwise, oh hey, how's it going, Holly? Welcome to the chat. That's my lovely fiance, everybody.
Okay,
She's
so
quite gorgeous and beautiful.
Opportunity
Give her some love.
to die.
Thanks for popping in. But as we move on to the questions here,
Yes, sir.
Navi Vox says, "Will the retro game jam winners get an alpha pass?"
That is not listed as one of the rewards.
Hey, like that? You heard it. Our friend Jasper says this was asked yesterday, but I missed it. M Sand staking is at 500k rewards. After the 4 weeks, what will that go down to? That's a very good question that I don't think a soul could answer, right?
Yeah, there's somebody who could answer that, but unfortunately that's not me. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 300k like the other one. But oh hey, this door was openable now, and there's undeads, but the undeads don't seem to care that I'm here beating stuff up. They're totally fine with this. Actually, they're like, hey, check it out. My proximity was set too low.
Man,
so,
yeah.
That's.
I think so. I think
that's
you should be swarmed right now. You should be getting destroyed.
All of typically, you know, but I actually, to a certain extent, this is a two-piece problem. Because I think this undead wants to attack me, but it thinks that the table's in the way.
Okay. So
maybe the pillars in the way.
Doesn't have the pathing there unlocked for you.
Yeah, whatever the proximity here, but with the table here, I think if the table was more like into the wall, maybe it would have approached. But also, as we're like, this proximity should already be triggered at the distance. When you look at your proximity, your undead should be attacking if I'm anywhere in this range, because otherwise I could just stand here and hold this and defeat you like super fast. And obviously we don't want that to be the case. So
no, Holly, this is not the Sand Fam sword. That thing is not quite available yet.
The Sandfam sword was just a community-created asset that was made in VoxEdit for free. They made it. They animated it. They did all the work.
Right. You see lots of creators on there doing some great stuff.
4 damage at a time, my guy.
You're killing me, Joe. I mean, at least make pretend that they could kill you, right?
No.
Bengali's got me. Oh my god. Hydrate. Thank you so much.
What we do is we break that video game, okay? We break that game. That's the whole point of these streams. Is okay, so we can open up every door, and we gotta do that because you gotta get these silver coins. I assume there's some kind of quest. There's a guy laying here. Can I talk to him? Oh, hey, I get some keys. Bet I can open the gate with them. What's up, Keys? Thank you, Keys. Captain Keys. That's a Halo reference for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, I can open the gate with you.
Now. I didn't want to encourage it, you know.
Yeah, you know. Wait, there's a key. Okay, all right. Hear me out. Here
we go again.
Like, I appreciate the amount of time that took you to do, but I would recommend that if you're going to design it, where you got to go pick up a key from a person, and the key will allow me to open a gate. that instead of making me open a door to flick a lever to open a gate, just let me open the gate. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
walk up, now I've got a trigger set so I can push the button and it just opens. Because, you know, there's no reason to do that. And we recommend, or at least I like to recommend, and, you know, users can disagree. I like to recommend the Halo standard for, or Halo 1 standard for game design. And that is like 30 seconds of action, 30 seconds of conversation or lore. You know, if I'm running for more than 30 seconds while I'm waiting to find an enemy, that's probably not ideal. Oh, hey, I'm the demon hunter you requested. The village is under attack. I see no guard. Who am I talking to? You know, are they in space?
Where is this guy?
Right. But I mean, all these things being true, there's still a lot of good happening here in this experience, right? There's a lot of good in the Dracula game. It's just can we refine and make it from good to great, from, you know, from a game maker fund to a must play in the sandbox game. I'm probably going to die if I don't be careful here. But also that guard that's laying on the ground, maybe, or in the water, might have some keys.
We have a lot of friends that claim to have broken this game today and had to restart. So hopefully we can see that.
You can see right now so far I've done 21 out of 30 quests. I've gotten loads of them done.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and our friend Luigi in the chat, I'm going to ignore that because I want Joseph to suffer as much as possible when it comes to these games, so you guys can see what happens when you don't read the dialogue and you just skip.
What's that? These?
No. Just keep playing, Joe. Anyways, the chatters have some more questions for us.
Yeah, all right.
I love it. I love it. Big Meta Joe asks, how long is MSand and Matic Matic staking going to be supported? How long can we expect on that?
I would project, and I don't know this for certain because time frames are harder to give based on when certification gets like approved and that sort of thing. But I would say that we're going to continue to do that until we can do the gem and catalyst rewards for users staking on lands. These guys trying to attack me? They're not. They're cautious of me.
My goodness. Don't worry, folks. After he dies, I'll let him know. Continuing on. Don't worry about it, Joseph.
Yellow bottle is healing potion, Joe.
There we go.
Yellow bottle.
He's starting to read, folks. He's starting to read.
It's not there. I don't need to heal. Zero deaths. You know what I mean? Zero deaths.
Says, how will the doggies by Snoop Dogg earn while you play in the sandbox?
I'm sorry,
those doggies going to go up? How do we earn with those doggies?
Oh, I mean, it just replaces your avatar. So, you know, play as usual.
Right. And yes, you can still stake for the LP raffle tickets. Don't worry, guys. You can still do that.
Oh, wait.
And sorry, yes, the Dracula's Castle is very bugged. We're getting some reports that folks
so far I wouldn't
call
it's
these
the bugs.
Quest completions that we're seeing major reports for. So
okay.
So far in this early game, it seems to be running smooth.
Hey,
just some fear of death because you weren't reading the potions.
Hey,
but
you know,
otherwise,
potions are for the weak. All right, I'm a champion out here.
Right. Otherwise, we're hoping to get 34 out of 34. Getting a lot of reports saying people are getting 32 is the most. So we'll see.
Oh, we'll see. There may be secrets. You know, there may be secrets that we haven't found.
Oh, Valkyrie calling me out saying I'm not the homie. Don't worry. I got to make sure that Joseph plays the game exactly the way that he wants it to. That way it breaks in the way that he needs it to.
That's true. I mean, you got to play it. You got to play it like I'm 5 years old. You know what I mean? There's a medieval adult citizen on the ground. I destroyed a door. Why am I able to destroy this door?
Why not? It's in the way.
Like, I get it. Can I break it? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You made me upset, door. I'm going to hit this medieval adult citizen just so that I can blow up that door on the ground. And you're right. That's a good question, I guess. It was my expectation that I couldn't blow up the door. No one else's, you know?
Right.
Blow it up.
Take it down. Bust down the walls, folks.
See,
Bust
and
down the wall.
that's the thing that's interesting, right? About the other position for the fountain that heals, that kills me, so that I can respawn, is why not just make it like these healing potion assets where instead of healing for like 5 or whatever they're doing, it just heals me for 100. You know, that's a change I would just say, yeah, be the change you want to see in the world. That's all.
Mr. Whitting says, "Are you the kind of friend that would let me have a booger hanging out of my nails for not looking in the mirror? The lesson, friend."
Nose?
No. Out of the nails.
Out of their nails.
I read it as is. Mr. Winning, I would let you know. I always want my friends to look good, feel good.
It's
but
true.
In the case of Joseph, when it comes to gaming, he wants to suffer.
Yeah, you gotta go on natural. All right, you gotta be out here playing it like it was designed to be played. And if the dev goes back over on the official website, or on the official YouTube channel, they watch it on VOD and they think like, Joe, you playing like trash. Well, I'll just say, played it the way it was meant to be played. I played it like a regular old consumer, Oh, I beat that guy up. Hey, there's a vampire.
I wish that we could change the damage values.
I agree with that as well. But also, having them at a flat rate like this does make it so that I don't get an advantage for Okay, did you see that?
I did, yeah. That was weird.
Kill this vampire that's just laying on the ground. Maybe this is part of why you guys didn't get the quest completed. Maybe this is it. Look at this.
Hopefully that would be a solution.
Boom. Okay. So this vampire that was just laying around.
Mr. Winning. I did see the correction. You did say nose. We got you.
It's just funnier to say nails. Oh yeah. What up? Okay. This guy. This medieval old lady, if she counts toward the defeat all the monsters trait, then that's a feedback that I will also give to the Dracula team. Let's have a look here. I'm gonna beat up a medieval old lady who's just laying in her sleep. Sorry, medieval old lady. You didn't count toward the monsters. Now I just feel bad.
Didn't quite get it. Well, we gotta clear everybody out. That way we can see if that's part of it. Because this one is it's a little bit of a struggle.
Actually, I don't really see it as like so bad. Like, I mean, there's certainly room for improvement.
I just want there to be. I just want some of these quality of life things to happen, which
exactly.
The really, really simple things like that door not having collision on it, being able to move smoothly through that thing. There's a lot of little tiny things, but of course, that's part of the feedback.
Boop. The fact that I can just boot this skeleton forever and it doesn't care, I would say that's quality of life, right? Because if you want, maybe most users wouldn't do this, but once they discover that they can, will they? Probably.
Right. Ivan, little negative there on the YouTube, my friend.
Welcome to the creepy shop.
You got to remember,
you can exchange your coins for equipment. Wait,
you got to remember that every single experience is made by somebody, and they're going to get feedback on it. We're going to give them feedback. It's running a little slow, but of course, everything here is hand done by somebody in these experiences. The whole point of the sandbox is that it is a game maker type experience where these are all users like yourself.
It's true. This one
in to make
this one being
happen.
Game Maker Fund and being the first Game Maker Fund experience. You can also see what happens when you play an experience that's developed by a smaller team or a team, more importantly, with less quality assurance people looking at it, because this team is, certainly bigger than 1 or 2 people. Okay, we are winning. The doors for the main plaza are now open. It's bigger than 1 or 2 people.
We got it.
But when you look at the main hub experiences, we've got people who will go in there in 100 to as many as, I think the largest one we did was like 300 people in the quality test.
A half dork and Chris are saying this one was just one guy.
Well, there it is. So, that's important to understand is if it's an individual and you're thinking like, well, they placed this asset and I can't walk through this rug, then, that's going to happen because it's just one person. How can we, or how can that one person quality assurance test out to forever. But then when you look at the whole of the product, you look at the whole of Dracula's castle. What's interesting, I can't walk this way, but I can walk that way.
Alrighty.
And anyway, you look at the whole of the product and you're like, well, this is, narratively, it's been pretty good. Of course, I've skipped most of that narrative, but nonetheless, and there are little things where I would say like, hey, we could speed it up in this way or that way, but you defend the church. I have an opportunity to do that, but I got to get down over here. Is that right?
I believe that is correct there, Joseph.
There we go. All right, so we got any more questions here? We will not open the church door until all the monsters are dead. They're coming from underground. Prepare for battle. So which one is the church door? I assume it's this thing.
I want to say it's not the giant one there.
And okay. And then once again, more feedback here for this side is the invisible walls. Maybe this is just a Joe preference thing, but I hate them personally. I think it detracts from a lot. We could design the world in such a way that it looks like it has, more fencing up or whatever it takes to make it so that the user won't naturally climb up and go like, well, I'm going to go over there.
Right.
So let's go underground, because the underground was the obvious path.
Okay, Joe, but our friend BT says, hey guys, I couldn't find the email or the claim button for the Alpha Pass I won yesterday.
Yes.
Will the stream giveaways be distributed next Tuesday?
BT, specifically, we mentioned it on the show yesterday that the people who won yesterday weren't winning soon enough to be in the whitelist form. So you will have an opportunity to claim a pass, but it's going to be next week.
Right. Alrighty. And Master Vader, spelt a little
Lord
different,
Vader.
but still there.
Right.
Will loading between lands always take a while, or will there be updates to get that sped up in the future?
Part of your loading right now, they are a little bit slow, but it depends on where you are in the world. So connectivity to the servers that are in, for the most part, NA, Europe, and I think Korea are those are going to be quick. But connectivity to South America, to the Africa region and that sort of thing, they may take a little bit longer because it is a perpetual connection and it's out off your continent, quite frankly. So we're expanding those content deployment systems, but in terms of what there is today, as we go through the early portions of the alpha portions. Early portions. Heck yeah, dog. You already know. It's just going to be a while. I mean, but not that long. Maybe by this time next alpha, everything's working and it's all good to go. But we just have to deploy more servers as we are just early in the test yet. Is this guy going to attack me? Nah, he's fine.
And
with
as
me
these quality of life changes are being implemented, guys, just remember, it's an alpha. Your feedback is important. You can always head on over to the Discord, and there's lots of places to leave down some feedback, fill out some forms, just having some good fun. And Joseph, as we go on to 710 here.
Oh, wow. It's already 710?
Yeah.
I'm only 23 out of 30, Conrad.
We're getting there.
I do.
And Joseph is more. It's not going quick.
I might have to finish this
but I feel like
offline,
there's a
Conrad. Okay,
I feel like there's a thing that we're missing out today that we haven't done.
I feel like there's 3 things we haven't done yet. First of all, it's eating some of these healing potions. You know what I mean? Because I'm dying out here.
You are literally dying.
More importantly, it's doing a giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, we're hanging out here on the live, and there's 611 people in the chat at 7:11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right now, as Mr. Winning247 mentions. So, who wants to join BT as one of the Alpha Season 2 Pass winners? What do you think? What do you think about that? Is Alpha Pass claiming only on the ETH network? Yes, Ray Z free. If you want to see how it works, check it out on this live stream. Earlier on, I claimed the one that was specifically allocated to me so that I could show you how to do it. So it's here. You can check it out. But we've got form number 1, as it sounds like I live on another planet when I turn my head to the right. There you go. Forms out in the chat, folks, over on twitch.tv, youtube.com. The Facebook allocation will go out soon. I'm going to wait until 650 people answer that form. I'm going to link it again.
650? Oh my goodness.
Because we have 611 in the chat. And I assume some of our friends over on twitter.com, DLive Theta, you may want to come over and check out these forms, fill them out. So we'll link it until we get up to 650 responses, and then we'll close it down.
Our friend Joseph on YouTube, Yields Maz. I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb and say that's how it's pronounced. Says my girlfriend is watching you right now too. Today is her birthday.
Happy birthday!
Her name is Ipek, I believe.
Ipek. Yeah,
Ipek. Horrible with my pronunciations.
It really depends on. The problem is that we have such diverse community all around the world that different dialects in different locations can use similar spellings when you translate them over to English. Whereas if you're using your native script, we can sometimes put them into translation software and actually be able to figure out how to say it right. You know what I mean? But happy birthday to you. And thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. This one.
Right.
Somebody asked, is this for the pass? This is for the first of 2 passes we'll give away on this show.
Right.
I am Bongali says, you wasted 1 pass, Joseph. To be fair, I mean, I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to keep it forever. I'm going to cherish it. I'm going to love it. I'm going to treat it like, my little digital baby. And I'm going to claim up to 1,000 sand tokens.
What happens if you win again?
I don't win again. So once you have one...
What if your name was drawn?
If my name was drawn, then it would be ignored, specifically.
There we go.
So essentially what'll happen is you take the information from the form, they draw the thing, right? They put your information in the form says this person has already won, this account, it's rejected. So roll again. For let's assume like 10 people have that happen next week out of the, 2,000 people or whatever is drawn next week. Then you go like, okay, yeah, that person's already won, and let's move on. And we go re-roll for another 10 people, and they get to win.
Okay. So basically, if I win again, then it's purely a fluke, and I can't actually claim anything off of it?
Yeah, well, you'd never know that you won. You'd never know that you won a second time, because we would already see that your account
if I see my name in lights twice over, Joe, I'm going to know I'm going to win.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to see it. You know what I mean? We're going to see it on the back end in the spreadsheets, in the website, and do all those things and go like, well, in the interest of fairness, we're going to give that to Conrad instead of, Joe or whatever.
Boom.
Conrad, you better be entering them social contests, friend.
We have lots of people volunteering to get these passes today.
There it is.
I love it.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open up my RNG roller as we have gotten to my projected number, and user number 591. Really close.
Easy.
591.
Easy tone. Alpha Pass 1 is different than Alpha Pass 2. So yes, you could win this one.
Okay. So the user who wins today, over on twitch.tv, I'm going to spell it out, and then I'm going to say it. Keat Zero. I'm sorry, Keat Zero. I don't know why I just said your name there. I'm sorry. I see your comment that says I submitted instantly, so it's not me. So I'm really sad. I want to roll low. I like rolling low. I feel really bad for having said your name after doing that, though. Once I read your name to prompt, I feel
Who won,
awful.
Joseph?
I feel awful. SOMENED 1. Summoned 1. Summoned 1.
Alrighty. Summoned 1. Congratulations.
Over on twitch.tv.
You're killing me with that suspense.
Elite says, what if I win and my wallet was wrong? Elite, double verify your wallet when you submit those, please.
Right.
If you win and your wallet's wrong, then what can I do? You know what I mean? Like you could, I guess, ask if you are a winner and you're not sure if your wallet's right. You could DM me and ask if that was the correct wallet. But then I'd have to go through this whole process of verifying that you are you. If that makes sense, it becomes a thing.
Right.
All right. So just please verify that you're actually using your wallet address. I assume that you're like me. I don't remember my wallet address off the top of my head. So I open my wallet and I click the copy. There's a thing when you click it, you just copy your wallet address.
That's pretty much what I do every time.
Anyway, Astro Bear TTV, stick with us because you're going to have more opportunities to win. And I'm not waiting for this next one.
No, we're doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm going to do the Wizzy NFT right now. So I'm going to go over to the market to show you guys what this is. Can I keep pushing shift. I was like, why won't it come up? All right, the Wizzy the Green's Lucky Hat NFT is given away exclusively on these live streams. You can wear it, just like I'm wearing the Wizzy the Blues Undying hat right here in the game. So if you win this hat, then you can use it inside combat-based experiences in the Sandbox game, like as in Dracula's Castle, where we're completing those quests today. But let me get that link, friends. You know you want it. All right. So as we send that link out here
we go.
I suspect that some of our friends who were watching went back to their preferred platform. Is the total number of users who are DVD Who Is asks who won. DVD Who Is on the last draw. It was summoned 1, like the number 1. After SOMENED. All right. KG says the Wizzy hat will look good on my doggy. Yeah, I got you. It's a good one. It's a good comment.
It's a good one. It's a good comment. KG, I'm with you. That thing is going to look great on some of these doggies.
It'll look good on the doggy. Do you have like a doggy that actually looks like a doggy though? Because
that's what I want. That's the dream right there.
It's good stuff. If we withdraw
if I can get a fat blunt
after we get 200 tickets, are we going to lose those tickets? On Russ, I would recommend that you do not withdraw your MSAN stake after you get 200 tickets, only because if you're looking at the rewards, right? So,
and to answer your question, yes, you keep those tickets.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the rewards are going to matter. Right.
See, the rewards do matter, but
it says you want a season 2 alpha pass. You cannot participate in the raffle, but you've got the boosted rewards. You can see the difference once you get the pass there. Boosted rewards here, the 24% comes from the community booster. So if you want to continue to work toward that community booster so that everybody gets a chance to get up to 1,000 sand instead of 500, you're going to want to keep that there.
Mr. Winning calling me on talking about blunts. Mr. Winning, I want you to know that if Snoop Dogg was on the live right now, I wouldn't hold back.
Literally.
But otherwise, that's a part of my recovery process, Mr. Winning. it's every day with me.
The interesting thing is, no, I mean, that's fair. Like, if you watched the interview we had with Deadmau5, I don't know, like a month ago now or a little more,
right.
You know, Deadmau5 was smoking on the show. Are we going to stop somebody from doing what they want to do? No. I mean, we operate differently than we expect our guests to operate. I mentioned it on a show once, you know, just went like, because somebody said, well, they were cursing. And it's like, I understand, but in order to be registered for the website at sandbox.game, you got to be 18 plus. Not every country, of course, is going to allow for marijuana, smoke, whatever. Snoop lives in California. It's legal. So are we going to say, hey, don't exist, you know? And when Snoop was in Los Angeles, California during the Super Bowl, some of y'all may have seen right before the Super Bowl, he was like, got to get ready. And he did his thing. So if he's here and he was doing an interview, you got to respect the space and just be like, hey.
And of course, I'm going to respect the man and I'm going to light up as well. It's going to have to happen.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not personally. I'm not going to do that. Personally, I'm not going to do that. You know. Personally, I'm not going to do that.
As we close down this forum,
Yes,
and
sir.
we peak over 640 people
Am I
here
gonna
as we
do
get
that?
another one going.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so in this case, then let me close that down real quick. I did not that one. This one. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so we've got 640 people in the chat, so I'm doing a roll between 1 and 690 right now.
Ooh.
Just to allow that extra space
Friends
for those
over in
Twitter
Korea
users.
says, please me.
Please you. I agree. Let's let that be the winner. Just kidding. I got to roll legitimate. This one rolling high again. User number 612 on the form.
612. Okay.
612.
Who got our
right.
Wizzy the Green Alpha?
612.
Alpha. I don't know where the alpha came from.
This once again.
The Wizzy the Green
We must
hat.
have a lot of people. Do we have a lot of people on Twitch right now? We do. 359 people over on Twitch.
On Twitch right now, yeah.
So twitch.tv is our second winner. This is for the Wizzy the Green NFT hat that you can use inside any combat-based experience at the Sandbox.game. I'm going to keep teasing Conrad just because it's fun.
Right.
Ben Obi-Wan.
Really easy.
One word. Ben Obi-Wan.
Ben Obi-Wan?
Twitch.tv.
What
Ben
a name.
Obi-Wan.
What a
Celebrate
winner.
with that new Obi-Wan trailer. All right.
Right. And you can celebrate with your Wizzy the Green hat.
That's right.
Panny, love you too, fam. Mr. Winning, always doing great in there.
It's a good time. A user
reading
asks
these names
really
wrong,
quickly,
Joe.
Lucas B. When you're under the water and can't get out in Dracula's castle, is it by design or a bug? If you can't get out, that's a design flaw, not necessarily a bug,
Right.
but it's a user experience flaw. So as an individual creator, as a game maker fund made game, you may run into these sorts of things. And if you report them, then we could forward them to those the designer, and hopefully they can get that fixed in the future. But this is the critical thing about the Dracula's Castle experience is that it's just like your experience. If you're making an experience inside the Game Maker right now, you may play through the whole thing, right? You've created this great experience. You play through the whole thing. You send it into the gallery in the Game Maker, and then you ask me to play it on the live stream when we're not in an alpha period. I will go through your game and break it in every way I possibly can. I'll also just try to play it straight up. And if I can play it in a standard way and nothing breaks, great. You know, if it all breaks, not ideal. So you'll have, that's what you're doing right now is helpful to the developer, similar to the way that you could help other community members, because you're playing it and you're saying, Dracula's Castle, I like this, I don't like that. And there will be a feedback form at the end of the alpha, just like there was in the first one, that'll say, hey, what did you think about this experience? So remember the good and the bad about these experiences as you go through them.
And yes, our friend Saka on Twitch, there are a ton of scammers on Discord, unfortunately. Make sure to lock up your DMs, guys, as you join the Discord to ask questions and things like that.
Every Discord.
Don't accept DMs from anybody unless they're your friends, of course.
Sunfrog asks,
we're not going to send you a DM. How do I get the blue and yellow t-shirt?
That's right. You can get the blue and yellow t-shirt on your character by just clicking on your logo in the top right and going to avatar. And inside that space, you can select a user, an element that looks like a shirt. And it's on the last page because it was the most recently created asset. You can also put on pants that look like shorts with like blue leggings, kind of. Or, I mean, maybe it's yellow leggings. I forget. One of the...
Joseph, our friend on YouTube, wants to accept those DMs to troll those folks. And you know, if I can't say that I encourage it, but the longer you guys waste their time, it means they're not wasting somebody else's. So
that's true. I
can't say it's a bad thing.
That's true. Just don't click any links from any DMs ever. We don't send you DMs. Candidly, Kristen in the chat does not send you DMs. There are people that will see a name. I know on Telegram, I was impersonated dozens of times by people making new accounts where it would say The Vision X, but like one of the I's was a 1 or an L or something, or the O was a 0.
Right.
You know, you get that all the time, unfortunately.
I can't wait to see a Radcon dad with a 0.
Yeah, we just aren't going to do that. We're not sending out those DMs. So if you receive a DM first, It's not us. Some ambassadors, some staff may not have DMs open for the exact same reason we recommend you don't have them open, because they don't want to receive those links, receive those scams. I leave my DMs open and try to check them like throughout the day pretty regularly. But
Same.
you know, I get like 20 or something a day, and 10 of them probably are scams where I'm like, you know, or they'll be like, hey, go join my NFT thing. And I'm like, no, get out of here.
Right, right.
Doesn't
Well,
look good.
Joseph, as we're coming down to the end of the live, what do you
Yes,
say
sir.
we do another giveaway?
How about, I agree with that. Here you go. There's a link in the chat over on twitch.tv and YouTube and
Look at how
Facebook,
easy that was.
coming soon.
This one is for the alpha.
This is the Alpha
Season
Pass.
2.
It's a second pass we're giving away on this stream. And if you don't win this pass, don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow with more, starting at 2 a.m. UTC. Tomorrow is our Friday, meaning it will be the last day this week that we have giveaways. And then we're coming back on our Monday, maybe your Tuesday if you're in the Asia Pacific, India, Africa, Europe. But we're going to be there. We're going to be there.
Right. And guys, once again, if you're struggling on the Discord and those questions aren't quite getting answered, try again. If anything, your question was overlooked, or maybe you're not quite wording it in the proper way, but we want to make sure that everybody gets taken care of. I want these questions answered, as I'm going to quick fire these ones at Joe as I kind of close down our questions for the evening. And you're going to have to go on to the Discord, folks. But here we go. As this forum is out there, and we're getting this very last Season 2 pass for the evening, our friend Satarini on YouTube says, do you think there will be any utility for the live holiday 2021 POAP?
My POAP? The one that I made for you guys? I made it as a celebration. We're going to make another one. But that particular one, that utility is up to Alex.
Okay.
Because it's based on Wizzy-themed assets. I don't have personally
You don't
the
have
right
the
to
confirmation
say...
on that one?
Yeah, I mean, we've had conversations about it, but I don't have the right to say what I consider to be the Wizzy IP on whether it has utility or not. I am working on some things with Alex regarding that, but not specifically the POAP. But that doesn't mean that, you know, there's all sorts of different things. What I can say is Alex really likes to give back.
Right, right. Ivan Nunez on YouTube says, if I own an alpha sword, can I let players use it in my game?
Yes. In fact, by design.
There you go.
What happens is, in your experience, if you have an NFT, you end up wrapping that NFT in the experience, which allows them to be able to use it. Regardless of how many people go and play in your experience, you wrap it. So that means you won't be able to use your alpha sword while you wrap one in a land or, you know, whatever kind of experience that you want to make.
Right.
Unless, of
this
course,
is more
you
of
go play your own game.
More of a suggestion or a critique. Our friend OroQ on YouTube says, can you make a what is new? Can you make the what is new section not about content, but about game features and bug fixes compared from last alpha 3 months ago? Thank you.
Which what is new section? Is it on Discord?
Right.
1 second.
Not quite sure.
Okay.
But we do every Friday go over some of the bug fixes that had happened throughout the week with Joseph.
That's true.
So make sure to tune in for that as well.
Yeah, as soon as we're outside of alpha content and you want to talk about what's new, what's coming soon, I do absolutely like to do that on this show. I'll pull up my email with all the secret stuff I can't tell you about, and I start telling you about the secret stuff I can't tell you about here on this show.
Right. Luis Tang says, can I use Trezor Wallet? Hard wallet to register at Sandbox?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah, they had an update recently that enables all of the nuanced nonsense that wasn't working like a month ago. So it's all very good now.
Okay. And excellent stuff on YouTube says, how to submit feedback. I got stuck in a hole in a swamp yesterday. Had to redo the whole Dracula's castle.
Sure.
Well, if you're stuck, make sure to do the forward or forward slash unstuck, right?
You can slash respawn
It's
in a
respawn.
space.
That's what it
Yes.
is. Not
Yeah,
unstuck.
so
It's respawn.
no.
Nope.
And
Nope.
it
I'm in
takes
the
me
way.
back
I'm
to
never getting
the
not out of the way.
now in this particular case on Dracula's castle, it's going to take you back to the beginning because this is the only respawn point available unless you use one of these. But when you do, it doesn't create a checkpoint. So that's another feedback that I would give the Dracula's castle people is set checkpoints in your experiences that aren't just the checkpoints for when you drink the healing potion that kills you. But yes, you respawn back to the beginning.
NFTs Gaming says, in the future, will we be using Matic Sand or Matic Sand LP to buy land?
We would use the Matic network in the future, but maybe not in the immediate future. Once again, the long-term goal of all of our smart contracts is to transition them to the Polygon network. So whether it be your asset creating, it could be, our pools, it could be, staking in any variety of ways. It could be land publishing. We want those all to be on the Polygon network because it's cheaper, it's faster, and it's more ecological.
Okay. Space Bamboo says, is there a new update for the alpha? There was an update today.
Yes, there was.
Really
quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm seeing something that I can answer immediately. Some of the bears are already on the page if you go to the market. So I don't know if they're all right away, but 52.5 sand. I didn't come up with that number off the top of my head when I mentioned it earlier. It came off of a number that I knew. These were listed for 50.
To go pick me up a wish bear.
There you go. Now, not all of them are listed, but they will.
Right. I see that wish bear though. Is there a way to send a ticket or report something like a bug? Where can we put in feedback, Joseph?
Yeah, there are a variety of ways you can put in feedback, but the alpha will have feedback at the end of it if you keep notes. Otherwise, if you have critical issues, game-breaking stuff, then you could submit it in the Discord. I'm seeing right now 10 open tickets in the Sandbox General area. I'm seeing looks like 12 or so open tickets in the alpha section. And then crypto and staking has like 8 right now. So since I kind of got started on this, staff is the only people that can address those, unfortunately, meaning that it's just people with the blue names. So if you don't get an answer from them, then it's probably because they're asleep right now. Most of them in Paris have the blue names. So.
Right. Just poor timing at this moment as everybody around the world is still asleep.
Yeah.
All righty. And Dismas 2010 says, my friend has an asset that I'd like to place on my land, and the land is not set up yet. What can I do?
Yeah, you can make your experiences, but if another person has an asset that they have designed, and it's not an NFT, then you won't be able to place it in your land until the ability for everybody to publish in the marketplace is open. That's coming soon, but once again, that requires Polygon transfer of the smart contract. And I did close the forum, by the way, folks. So if you're looking at that and you're thinking that it's closed already, it is closed because we were over the pop cap of people who were on. So it's a very short window because loads of people are on here just to check out that, and we'll announce that winner soon. But we want to make sure these questions do get answered here.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Okay, and Metasander says, another question. I got an email in January 13th from Andy saying that my account has been upgraded to artist level during the game jam, but my SB account hasn't changed. Is it only for the game jam, or what's going on there?
Yeah, so an artist account doesn't by default mean that you can publish in the marketplace. It means that you have the ability to send to marketplace. And what that means is you've taken an asset in VoxEdit, you send it to marketplace, and it sends it to your account level, and then you'll be able to pull that asset in your Game Maker tool. So that means you can see it in your Game Maker tool, see how it looks and reacts in your space, But you can't publish that game to the gallery if it has custom assets in it that haven't been moderated yet. So we are working on that system to have the community moderate things so that it's a fully decentralized process, because that's what everybody was talking about wanting. And we've discussed this a few different times, but focus being everybody will soon get upgraded to the ability to not need, I don't know, I pushed F5, to not need a moderator, but rather to be able to publish and then go straight out to the gallery. So that's an upcoming update. Should be really soon.
Right. And our friend Gilio2666, if you're here just for the forum and you're not paying attention, I don't know what to tell you, friend. They got posted.
They do go fast. They go really fast. Like I said,
yes, we do repost them, but the chat can flow.
We got a lot of chatters.
Moving on, as our time is actually over now, folks, and so our questions are closed out at this time. So if you have any more, be sure to keep them for tomorrow as we join us. But for our finished questions here, Folklore Studios says, "Do you know the link for staking NFT claim page? I didn't see it, and I have some old NFTs to claim." Ooh. We do post them everywhere. It's going to end up going to Facebook, Twitter.
It's not up right now, but the NFT claim
Twitch
page is expected to come back in the future. Right now, I think it's still dedicated to the fact that we had the alpha passes that were on there from season 1 for a long time. It took over that page, and things are coming back. And really quickly, I want to hit Louise Yusuf over on YouTube that says, "Can I transfer my sand tokens from Ethereum to Polygon without paying gas fees?" You can't, unfortunately. All on-chain transactions on the Ethereum network require the Ethereum gas rate, All right, so now we've got a winner, Conrad. So let's talk.
I know
about
we got our winner. I was getting down to my final question here.
Oh,
Joseph.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah. No, I wanted to hold this one off as long as possible for the folks that are here just for that forum. Just want to hear that winner. You're going to hear some questions get answered first, folks. Yeah. Some weapons with legendary catalysts on them, the Sandbox Marketplace, are only like 21 sand. Do you think that they'll get more expensive once the whole system starts getting implemented and people start getting gems?
I don't know that they're going to get more or less expensive. I think the interesting thing about the market is right now we've got essentially more curated assets. Doesn't make them better or worse. Okay. But there, to a certain extent, you're going to see, I think there's going to be a big stretch. Like every marketplace in the world, there's just going to be a big stretch. There's going to be somebody like Alex Florez who pushes a piece of content up there. He made a Wizzy Tower. This was an asset that was like a windmill with magical effects to it that had a little Wizzy hiding inside it. He made it 1 out of 1, and he sold it for 15,000 sand tokens. Woo. Who else can do that? You know what I mean? Probably somebody who will become well-known for making great art, for making great animations. Some of the creators from the contests that were going on recently were just beautiful works. Maybe somebody who creates the Sand Fam sword, which we saw over on Twitter this week. Maybe that asset is listed as legendary and there's only 10 and everybody wants it and the price can be whatever they want, And then you got somebody who publishes delicious soup
about that supply, for 42. That demand.
Exactly. It all comes down to that. It all comes down to that.
Joseph, that's some good soup.
It's good soup. The delicious soup looked delicious. I really liked it.
And we'll get down to our final 3 questions here. Can you explain to me the Game Maker Fund, Joseph?
Sure. Game Maker Fund, relatively simple. It is, you submitted an idea. You said, I want to make a Roman Colosseum battle that spans 3,000 years of history in the Roman Colosseum. And we go, how will you apply that? These are the principles in which that you wanted to apply it. This was some assets that you had created in, preempting the pitch. And we look at it and go, that looks like something we don't have, and it looks pretty interesting, and you have a good, compelling story, and sure, you get approved for it. Now, that said, while the Game Maker Fund was open for submission, there were thousands of submissions. So filtering through those with a team of, I don't know, I think it's like 25 people or less that look at that, takes a while, takes a long time, really, because you don't just want to like open it like on the cover letter and go like, seen a Coliseum before. You want to open it up and really look at it and say, can they do this? So.
And yes, folks, the Twitter contest is still having some issues. They are actively being looked into. Don't fret, just try again. Do all those basic checks. And Joseph, what is our friend James on YouTube asks, what is the memorabilia in the raffle contest?
Yeah, the memorabilia is an account level, essentially save file or memory that you participated in this contest. So when I look at my tickets section over here, and I see Season 1 feedback form, I look at this as pretty similar to what memorabilia was. I completed in Season 1, I filled out a feedback form, and on my account level, I was given these 10 extra raffle tickets associated with the wallet that I originally submitted. Memorabilia will, I mean, it could have any number of different use cases, but critically, it's not an NFT. It's not like the Alpha Pass that is an NFT. This is just your account getting special future extra rewards for having participated in Season 2. Meaning there's no chance you can sell it.
And for all you lovelies that are joining us, yes, Dracula is a little buggy, but it was made by one guy, and those feedbacks for all the quests not being completed, some folks having some trouble, they're being heard. Folks are figuring it out.
They're good feedback, so keep bringing the feedback.
Good feedback.
But just know that, once again, it is a community-built game, so you can create a game or experience just like that. I mean, ideally, you don't copy it, right? Like, you make something unique, but, you know, when you are making those experiences, you're probably going to want that same feedback. So give constructive, quality feedback. You know, feedback that are things like, I just don't like it, that's not really useful. So talk about why, you know, what can be improved, and that's what we tried to highlight so far on this show.
Yes, it is bugly. And yeah, don't worry, we will complete it. We're going to end up completing Dracula's Castle tomorrow, if anything, as we find the rest of the glitches.
I think I'm going to have to complete it tonight, because you can't. That's the interesting thing about it, is that this experience is kind of big for me. Like large in terms of size and time. I might have designed the game to be more concise, because one of the issues, I would say at this time, I would call it an issue.
I know you can't save it.
Exactly. Right. Is that we can't save. So I either have to leave the client open all night so that I can come back tomorrow at 23 out of 30 quests on level 3, going inside the church and finding out what's happening, you know? Or I just got to beat it today.
All righty. Well, before we announce our winner here, our final question. Joseph, why you look so good?
Damn. That's crazy.
A question from me.
Dang, dude. That's wild.
We be wildin'. Who's our winner?
The winner we got over nothing else for you, chat. YouTube.com.
YouTube today we winning.
Mohammed Saharti.
That's what it is. Mohammed, congratulations.
And
over there on YouTube.
As I recognize, that's a relatively common first and last name.
But he sounds familiar particularly.
This is Saharti43. All right. If you recognize Saharti43 as another thing, then
there you are.
You're our winner today.
Oh, look right there.
There it is.
No way.
They've been chatting in the chat. They've been talking with us over these last couple of weeks. All right. Mohammed Saharti, you are our winner of the second Alpha Pass giveaway. Distribution for that is scheduled for next Thursday. So you'll have an opportunity to claim your pass next Thursday, as well as all of the previous winners. Woo!
Joseph, what do we do here at the end of the stream?
Conrad, each and every day right here on this live stream on twitch.tv/thesandboxgame, we like to raid someone else. So we're going to take 327 people and keep this party going. All right, previously this week, we raided Lena Cubed. We've raided Game Dizzy. We've raided D-Electronics. I think we raided Did we raid Crafter ETH or not?
I don't think we did.
I don't think so. And they got a camera up there, so
we do like to see those beautiful faces.
I want to see new people every time we can raid. So I'm going to go ahead and raid Crafter_ETH. I can't remember if I've raided them before. Let me know, chat. Chat, do you remember this? Do you remember this? I know we want to raid Go West 927, but we have raided Go West before, and we want to make sure everybody gets a fair chance for you know, it's always fun to raid somebody new and just see their reaction too. It's really fun, you know, because they're like, if you're like me and you were streaming for 3 years, then the only people watching are me, my cell phone, and my mom. You're probably really happy for a raid from the official Sandbox game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do they post links in here and on Twitch? We do. Morgan A. Price. We post links on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Facebook. All right. Go West is I brought in my webcam too, but we'll you know what, Go West, we'll raid you tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure we raid over Crafter ETH today.
We'll get that Friday stream for you.
But let's get it out here over on Twitch.tv. We're gonna raid Crafter_ETH right now with everybody who wants to join. So if you are interested and you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Twitter, Facebook, any of the other platforms, get on over here to Twitch.tv. We're gonna raid KRAFTER_ETH right now. Folks, you called for it. It's pretty loud today, isn't it? Maybe it's me.
It could be louder. It could be louder.
It's a little bit louder. All right, let's get on over there. Hanging out. See you guys later over on Twitch.tv. You know what, Conrad, as I'm looking at it for those folks over on YouTube, on Twitter.com, I totally rated Crafter.ETH or Crafter_ETH once before from the official live stream. I recognize this mug, this smiling face right now, okay? We're hanging out. We're having fun. We'll get over to Go West 927 tomorrow to celebrate at the end of a Friday live stream. Thank you for watching, everybody. And we will see you tomorrow, 2 a.m. UTC. Thanks for joining.
And congratulations again, everybody. There's one. Oh, my goodness.